For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Yara from Gaza City. I'm 20 years old, but with this situation, I feel like I'm 9 instead of 20. And first and foremost, I'd like to mention something that being Palestinian is totally different from being from Gaza City, because being from Gaza City, it means surviving under siege your whole life. It means growing up with the sound of bombs. You're suffering the whole life. So actually, we love this land severely because we have no choice.
What has it been? 8 months now that we've been talking to each other? It was
Too
November.
long. I feel like
November.
I know you when I was born. You know that now you are my brother.
Can you talk about what happened to your brother?
So, as you know, I'm working at the hospital. So I can remember in that day, everything happened suddenly. I was organizing a blood donation campaign, and actually, I was really worried that I will not have enough units for the blood because there is barely any food or clean water. So actually, in that time, I managed to have over 100 units. So I was really happy. After 5 minutes, someone came to me and she told me that it's like you lost your brother. I was saying, no, you are kidding with me. I can't lose him. He's my only brother. How can I lose my only brother? And he's really kind. He didn't do anything wrong for someone. So that's not true. Actually, from that moment till today, I feel like I'm in a shock. I can't do anything. Even crying, I can't.
How many family members have you lost in the past 2 months?
Two uncles, about 7 cousins, my brother, and my aunt. Too much.
And you said that you had one cousin recently too that survived after a bombing.
Yes.
And
he was under the rubble for 2 weeks, and we thought that he has been martyred. But after 2 weeks, it was like surprise that he came, but he has some injuries. So he came, and it was like a dream or not real. What's happening? So I don't know. In that time, I wanted to be happy, but on the other hand, I feel like, how can I be happy while I lost lots of my family? I lost my brother. How can I be happy? I can't. But I'm happy that he's still alive, but I can't be happy for the rest of my things.
You said he was under the rubble for 2 weeks without food?
Yeah, with no food, with no water. But when he survived, he said something that under the rubble, I felt like I'm drinking water. So it was something strange that how did you drink water while there's no water and you were under the rubble?
It's miraculous. In my life, I don't even know if this is possible. I've never heard of somebody surviving 2 weeks without water. Especially, I mean, I would imagine he was injured
Actually,
too, right?
all of us were surprised.
You had said that you were at the hospital that day. You're a medical student. And I know one of your big dreams is to continue your medical education. During this genocide, during what's been going on since October of 2023, you've been working basically as a doctor. What is a typical day like for you? How do you get to work? What do you do at work? How do you get home from work? Can you describe a little bit of that for me?
Of course. So first, I start my day with going to work at the hospital, where I witness horrific injuries and I see the bodies of the martyrs. Actually, pain is everywhere. With every passing hour, I lose someone close to me. And it breaks my heart to say that every day I lose someone close to me because of the ongoing bombings. We live inside tent, and now the situation is really hard. So I do everything I can just to get outside this tent because it can't protect me from the heat, from the weather. The situation is really bad. There is no enough space in the tent. So I'm trying to go outside to let my family feel comfortable. And actually, the hardest thing is the constant grief that gives us no time to breathe. Life here becomes a daily fight for survival. All the things we see make us grow older in a single moment. Especially these days, because there's a food distribution in Rafah, and all the people goes there. Even they know that you will be killed there, but they said that we have no food and we have children, so we have to go there. Even we know that it will be something like the last day for us.
What I really wanted to talk to you about, considering the situation you're in and what's going on with you, is your family history. You know, what it was like to grow up in Gaza. Some of the things we talked about yesterday when we were chatting on text, if you could kind of put into words, you know, some of those thoughts.
Okay, so growing up in Gaza was never easy. It meant living in a place there is safety was never found, where the sound of drones replaced the sound of silence. Actually, it's like as a child, I didn't know what does it mean to be safe. We played near the rubble. We celebrated birthdays during power cuts. And actually, I learned to smile despite the genocide, despite the fear, despite the war. So it's really hard to manage all of this while you are a child, not adult. But even with all this pain, Gaza taught me how to be strong, uh, how to be kind. Actually, I learned what does it mean to be strong from Gaza, and what does it mean to be grateful when you see someone who survived, when you sleep at night with no bombing.
And
Yes.
especially considering the situation that you've been under since the day you were born. I mean, this is as long as you can remember, but also the blockade and the inability to leave Gaza, except for very few people, has been around since 2007. So I would imagine that creates an extra bond with your neighbors, the people around you. And I've seen that with some of the stories you've told me about how welcoming you are to people who are foreign that come in to stay with you.
Yes.
And what inspired your family to, you know, bring people from around the world together with you, and what did your family do?
So first, I'm from a Palestinian family, and since the day I was born, I have lived here in Gaza City. I have never go outside Gaza. My father is a farmer. So he had crops, he had the farm, he had the animal, but because of the war, we lost all of them. And actually, my parents did all their best just to bring a good future for us by doing work in the farm. And actually, in that time, when we bring people from outside Gaza, because my dad is farmer, we made food for them. We were really happy together. Then they decided to stay with us just for 1 month. After that, when the first month finished, they decided to stay with us for 2 years. It was really full of love, full of joy. Because of that, they stayed here in Gaza, but we lost one of them. He was killed here in Gaza. It breaks my heart to say that. I really miss him so much. He considered me like his daughter.
It really touched me too, because you made a mural for him on your wall. How long has your family had that home?
The home we lived with people who are from outside Gaza. We lived in that home, but it was bombed in 2014. After that, we had to replace and to go to another area. But the war followed us. So it was really hard to live another war, and now we lose this another home. Since 2014, we lived in our new home, but in this war, we lost it. You asked me what I want people to know about Gaza. What I want people to know about Gaza is that, guys, we are not just we are people with the dreams, with the families, with the stories. We deserve to live a good life. And despite the genocide and the destruction, we still love life. We love, we cry, we help each other. And even the darkest time, we don't need pity. We need we need justice. And I just need the word to see our humanity, to hear our voice, to stand with us. And another thing that I want to mention, if you remember when COVID came to the world, do you remember?
Of course. Yeah.
So, okay. In that time, they stopped the whole world just to protect us from a very dangerous virus. But they can't protect us from the Israeli occupation while they are killing innocent people, innocent children, and killing our families. This is not normal. If they want, they can to stop the whole world for us because if they are on our place, we will never make them live what we are living now. We will stop everything for them. But I can't see that anyone is make something for us. They share about Gaza. They are talking about us, but that's not enough. If they want to stop the whole world for us, they can.
What do you think it will take to stop it?
So now, when you are going to the restaurant, example, okay, if you are going to the restaurant and you don't remember that people in Gaza now are facing famine. There's nothing to eat. There's no food. Even when you go to your work, you don't remember to continue their life. Even when you have also future, so you can stop everything till we also live like you. We deserve to live in dignity. We deserve to live in safety. We deserve life. Those are also people. We are all human, and all of us deserves life. If you come to Gaza one day, you can understand what does it mean to have Gaza.
Tell me what it means to you.
Gaza? Okay. But just a minute, I want to drink water
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
because I was fasting today. So
Yeah. I mean, Gaza was so beautiful before. Our friend Yusuf made a movie about that I saw recently. And I had not seen the beauty of Gaza quite like that before he made that film and showed it to me. But it's, I mean, and you showed me too, the life that you were living on your farm. You were resourceful with what you had. You were making it work. And whatever you had, I know that you were willing to give to others. I think it's that, I mean, to me, just looking at you from someone that comes from a different place, it's the way that you've been able to stick together as a community. Do you feel that the community has grown stronger since the genocide? Do you feel you've grown closer to other people at the same time?
of course, because actually, with every war, we become so stronger than before. Even I feel like the whole world also become stronger, especially when they see that how can they live this life, how can they be in this comfort zone inside Gaza with no food, with no university, with nothing, with nothing. There is nothing here. The situation here is really bad, and day after day we are losing one by one because of the hunger, because of the ongoing bombing, because of there's no clean water, and if you drink water, even this water, it will make a UTI for me. I'm sure that this night I will not sleep because of this water. So I feel like they talk about also strength from us.
You can't find food. And when you do, it's more expensive than what anyone can imagine. For example, how much is a bag of flour right now? If you were to find it, I know it's not even available, but how much would it be?
It's about $400. Yes, $400.
And before the conflict, how much would it have been?
It was $20.
Unbelievable.
It's something funny. Yes.
So you have shown me so many pictures of yourself and your family before the war. And you showed me a picture as well of yourself in a lab. You were doing medical work. What inspired you to become a doctor?
Okay, that's a good question. I love this question. So actually, okay. Actually, I became interested in medicine because I have always wanted to help people, especially here in Gaza. The situation which I'm living now. So Gaza is the place where suffering is constant, and healthcare here is limited. So there is no healthcare, there is no medicine, there is no treatment, and even the ambulance, it's not available now. So it's like when someone is I mean, if there's an emergency case in your area and there is no ambulance, maybe they will die not because of the war or their injuries. They will die because of the lack of medicine, the lack of. Uh, they will not reach the hospital quickly. So that's why I choose medicine to be there for those people. And actually, another reason that I'd like to make an operation for my mother. She had to do one, but she refused because she was afraid that the doctor said it will not be a good operation. Maybe she can't walk totally after this operation. So every time when I woke up, I tell my mother that I will study and do all my best just to do this operation for you. So for me, medicine is my way to fight back and to show that our life is not cheap. We are not just number. We are human. We have our own life, and I want to be here when the world forget us.
Dr. Mads Gilbert.
Yeah.
He's from, I think he's from Scandinavia, but he was talking about the doctors in Gaza and how, because he's spent a lot of time there. And he said that you doctors in Gaza are the best doctors in the world. He said he's worked all over the world. He said doctors in Gaza, because of the care, because of your community, and because of you don't have many supplies, even in the best of times. So because of your resourcefulness with what you have and your care combined with it, that he has never met professionals that do better work than those in Gaza. So if I was sick, I would come to you. And are there a lot of people like you that want to be doctors in Gaza, you think? Do more and more people want to become doctors because of this?
Yes, but there is no university, so it's like they kill our hope of being a doctor. But despite everything, we are trying to be. We are trying to continue our future. We are trying to build ourselves by our own self because we have no one with us. So we have to do that. So I'm saying it's not just about treating wounds, it's about giving hope to the patient because, when you smile to them, they feel like they have no wound, no injuries.
Right after we met, you sent me a picture
Yes.
of a little boy.
Okay, I remember it on September 4, 2024.
And what did it say?
My wish is to be murdered like my father. If you want, I can say the story of him, then you can ask me. On September 4, my wish was to inspire hope. I had everyone write down something they wished for. A child, his name is Omar. So I was surprised at why he didn't write anything. I went to him and I asked him to write whatever he want, whatever he most wish for, anything at all. Like anyone has a wish or hope or something he'd like to do it in the future. He looked at me and with a great sadness for such a young angel said, "My wish is to be murdered like my father." Yeah. Actually, in that day, I could not control the crying because how can a child this young could even conceive of that? How can he ask it as something he desired most? It's like I didn't understand his feeling, but after losing my brother, I felt him. I understood what he means because now, if you want to ask me about my hope, I want to say the same. My wish is to be murdered like my brother. I don't know. This is our life. Actually, in that day, I created the wish of a tree just to give them a space to dream, just to give them, even it's for a moment or something like that. I wanted to give them a space to dream, to let them know that no, you still have hope. You still need to wish and to dream because we will achieve it together. We will work together. And because everyone deserves to live a normal life, every child deserves to hope, to feel joy, to stay with his family. It's unfair to meet a child and then he told you that my wish is to be murdered like my father. Can you imagine that? A child, he was just 3 years, and he said, my wish is to be murdered like my father. And that day, he was with his mother. And when he told me that my wish is to be murdered like my father, I looked at him and I was crying in that day. I could not control the crying because we try to be strong, but the world is not meant to be like this. I told him, please don't say that. I need you to wish something good. I need you to wish, for example, to be a doctor, to have a car, to go around the world, to buy a car, to buy a game, to help your mother. Then he said no. Then he started crying. No, I don't need to live after my dad because I have no life after him. And actually, I didn't understand him till I lost my brother because I don't know, life is really hard, and I have never accepted that I will lose my brother one day. He was my only brother. He's my role model. He's the one who was doing everything for us. He's the one who supported me. And after losing him, I feel like I'm with no one. I feel like I lost my life. I lost my joy. I lost my dreams. How can I continue my life? And it was really hard. He broke my heart, and I will never forget the situation. Every time I remember him, I started crying like a child. But if I'm honest about my dream, I wish for peace, I wish for safety, for freedom, and to stop walking every day afraid of losing someone I love. I wish to live a normal life where we can study, work, and build a future with no war and fear. Most of all, I wish my brother was still alive. I wish I could see him smile again. If I could have anything, it would be to turn back time and to protect everyone I have lost. And now my family and I, we are still enduring, still holding in, even as we lose everything again and again because it's out of our control and this is our life. We have accepted it.